Hi guys, welcome once again. Well, I thought I'd just do a part two to the receiver build, and I've been playing with all sorts of things at the moment, but I'll catch you up where I am at the moment. Well, obviously that was the main receiver board, the front end board, and it's based on a circuit here that Bill from Soldersmoke had actually sort of sketched out, and I actually put this into a CAD package. Now I've rebuilt this. I had some issues with this JFET. I'd actually put the wrong item in and it didn't work very well at all. It was just something I had literally in my hand and I just threw it in. Well, it failed. So I've now gone for I had a look through Bill's schematic and I'd seen that he'd used some JFETs elsewhere, and one of them is just here, this 3819. So I sort of kind of put two and two together and threw that in the front end stage, and lo and behold, it does actually work. I'm getting about 2.5 times increase in signal across that. Now this kind of was the starting board, and I mean, some of you may or may not know that I'm actually a CAD sort of person by trade, and it's not too much of a stretch for me just to go an extra bit further and take you into the Mark II. Well, there's the Mark II. I went along to JLC PCBs and I wholly recommend them. It's a fabulous sort of system. I just wish that I'd had something like that many years ago. The actual CAD package there is fairly straightforward. You've just got to be, triple check everything, and there is a little story to add to the triple check everything, which I'll speak about in a second. But it's you've just got to keep an eye on some of the component types and sort of, and body shapes, because obviously when the board's laid out, then obviously they make allowance for those body, or the styles of case in transistors, or styles, size of resistors or capacitors, etc. So the little funny story, well, I say funny, when I actually drew this out, I kind of had something in mind, and I was so excited to actually get this in production that I hit the button a bit prematurely, and these turned up. Now what I've done is I've actually made a bit of a boo-boo, and after going through my junk box, I discovered that some of the little ceramic capacitors I had were in fact actually quite inferior quality and no real good. So I could have doubled them up or whatever, but it was just getting too much. I didn't want to do that. So here you'll see that I've actually put some SMD capacitors and across where a ceramic one would go. So this is kind of a bit laid out incorrectly. This here was again was a bit of a mistake. I didn't unfortunately I didn't know where the symbol was on the system, and I've kind of bodged that up. And then of course there was the sort of a bit of the JFET debacle, and I've now swapped the JFET, and the pinouts on this particular JFET are completely different. So I've had to get a little bit funky. I don't know if you can see that in there, with some pin crossing over. Looks like it's eager to take a wee or something like that, crossing its legs. So all in all, this board's not perfect, however it does work. So I've laid it out, done best I can, and you'll also see there's another change here with this toroid. That's not intentional particularly. It's kind of a bit of game of fortune really. I started out intending to put this on, and I just thought that it was a bit ugly, so that was out. Then I thought, oh, do you know what, I've got some of these kicking around, and I started putting this together, and I couldn't get the correct value, certainly not within within the sort of few winds I needed to get it in. So that one was out. So then I discovered in my bag of things I've actually got a whole load of these. Now I think these are choke ferrites, but I thought I'd give it a go, but lo and behold, it works. And be honest with you, it looks really neat. It actually looks quite good. So I'm happy with that. As far as I know, it works. It's only going to have a little bit of testing later, but yeah, I think it looks good so far. So that's pretty much everything that's sort of caught up with the build. It's just where I go next. So I'm actually considering maybe, I don't know. So we've done this sort of section now. Now I could move on to the mixer, but that's actually, although it's quite an interesting sort of circuit, it doesn't really do very much. I think, and again, neither does this really. This doesn't do very much. So I'm thinking about doing this because this is interesting, because this will actually do something at the end of it. This is kind of the heart of the system, the heartbeat, and I've got everything I believe here. I think I've got everything. Well, I hope I have. I've got I know I've got a couple of polyvaricons. I've certainly got some of these sort of things kicking around. All the passives, not a problem. I certainly got 2N3904s, and I've got a whole host of diodes. But this one here, I think, is a Scotch key, or it's a Zener. I really can't be sure here. I'm going to have to email Soldersmoke guy and see what he used in there, or at least try and find the original circuit. But obviously, as a side sort of load, I might just start acquiring the parts to do the next stage as well, or sorry, the last stage, because again, this actually will do something. So this might be an interesting sort of thing to do, which is the actual audio amplifier. And again, I've got all of these sort of things laying around. It's not a biggie. So all in all, that's where we are, and I'll keep you posted with part 4. Sorry, part 3 even. And I've actually just been out and bought some clear nail varnish, which I'm just about to put on this toroid just to stop those coils from moving. £1.99 boots. And yeah, so that's where we are so far. So thanks for watching. Till next time, which will probably be I'll try and get something up in the next sort of 3 or 4 days, and hopefully with a little bit of bit of build going on or something like that. Okay, many thanks for watching. If you like the videos, then please make sure you subscribe, because as I say, this year there's plenty going on, lots and lots of new stuff coming into work, which I can look at. There's just lots going on, so there you go. Anyway, thanks again for watching. Bye.